It's a lot to put together an immersive piece. There's a lot less of a groundwork to fall back on when it comes to that. So I'm relying quite a lot on the people involved. My name is Linus Ignatius. I'm an Oberlin graduate, class of 2014, Cinema Studies and Theater double major, and I'm directing the show House, taking place in the Frank Lloyd Wright House. House started about 2 years ago. I had been really interested in immersive theater and pretty disillusioned with proscenium theater and the status of, sitting in a seat and taking in a performance. My friend was working as a docent in the Frank Lloyd Wright House, and she was telling me all about it, and so this whole project was conceived then. Soon after that, somebody grabbed me and said, "You have to see Sleep No More in New York," which is this totally immersive, multiple-story warehouse experience that's a kind of modern interpretation of Macbeth. That really turned me onto the idea that, oh, wow, this is actually possible. Going into the project, I knew the beginning and the end. I knew that it was a housewarming party for a new couple in town that goes horribly awry. And that was what I was excited about, was this kind of dazzling dance of hospitality throughout the course of the night, flipping and becoming a nightmare. I knew I was going to involve an army of people, and I knew that I would need a budget, and I just sort of faked it till I made it, which was really exciting, actually. We've been playing this dance where we're doing two projects at once, and they live in the same space. So, throughout the process, we've been documenting it on camera. Not entirely sure as we go what the concept for the film is. Then there's the concept of the audience during the performance. What do they do? Are they allowed to speak? Do we try to have scenes with them? What do we do with them? And we keep coming back to this idea of bearing witness. We're building a community. In rehearsal, we literally built an imagined religious community with the cast in long-form improvs and developed a process in that way. So in some ways, there's this kind of mystical bond that's formed in the cast in terms of this true community that started as an imagined structure. Furthermore, all of these questions about community and individual responsibility and problematizing all these questions and looking at a historical period and trying to comment on today with a new perspective on that. These are like, every conversation I have at Oberlin ties back to a lot of these questions. So I think there's a certain general attitude here that's totally fostered the questions that I've been trying to ask here. If I didn't have a willing audience here, an intrigued, interested audience, then the project would be a bust entirely.